Hi guys, I meet two toxic people today. Topic: Pebble can't extract because they have slow extraction speed. And they are not extractor material. Keep in mind distracting was never a role to begin with and was never meant to be one, so don't come at me with that argument. Also, I was defending Pebble the whole time, as they should not be bashed for wanting to extract. Sure, it can be annoying when an distractor toon wants to extract, but keep in mind there was way more than one distractor toon in our run, Goob being one of them. Another thing is that at some point Goob legit started saying, "Shut the fuck up, Finn," which was uncalled for, and frankly childish. I think the Sprout and Goob were friends. More than likely, good thing, Pebble was also recording. 3 So. If you see their videos on this, I'm probably in it. Greater than underscore. More things to note before we start. I am not trying to be rude to anyone in this video. I just needed to get my point across. I'm also posting this video so I can get more opinions on this situation, not so I can make fun of them. If you do see them though, please refrain from talking to them if you feel so. You can also talk to them if you want, but to avoid this happening again, I suggest you don't. I'm a little disappointed in Goob, if anything, as they stated some things that are not meant to be said in this kids game. Even if most of us playing are accustomed to these words, kids are not. So unless you are on a call or you are in a private run, I suggest you don't use these words. That is all I had to say. The video will now be starting. I start recording on floor 5 because it started getting worse. They wouldn't shut up about how Pebble can't extract, like what the hell. This is when I start interfering since the Pebble won't really talk much for themselves. And I didn't like the fact it was ruining the run. Like, shut the hell up, Sprout, it's real annoying. The Sprout was saying it would be faster if he or Yada did the machines. For Pebble, like they aren't a child, they can legit extract themselves. Like, what are they supposed to do? Sit there. We already have a distractor. Der bitch has just said gather tapes. Like, I understand why you said that, but seriously, gather tapes, like you could have at least said round up twisteds. That's actually stupid. Gathering tapes don't contribute much to the game. It only benefits Sprout in a way. Then someone else, I think the Lewis, said there was to get tapes, which I agreed with and listed ways Sprout could get tapes, but then they get mad at me. Like what? Bro legit said, I know how to be Sprout. Then why do you need Pebble to help you find tapes? Also, why are you getting mad at me? I'm legit helping you do your job. And honestly, if you're watching this video, the floors go by fast even when Pebble extracts. I point that out, but then they just get mad at me once more. This is when I point something out that they clearly didn't like. I had noticed Goob being able to extract without anyone batting an eye, even though he has to star extraction. So obviously I question it, then the rage at me for proving a point. Maybe it's just me, but like, what the fuck? I'm sorry about how my language is in this video, but seriously, what the fuck? Like, you were just mad at Pebble because they wanted to extract. But when the Goob extracts, it's all fine and dandy. I then go to state this is a team effort. If one thing is a problem, it will and can affect all of us. So yes, Sprout, it is my business actually. Your logic doesn't have any logic to it whatsoever, and even if it did, there is nothing that helps to back up this logic, so make it make sense. Like, they keep saying the same damn thing. Yada and V should do the machines so it goes faster. What about the people who still want iCore? Like, do you have a right to say anything? You can literally be considered a distractor toon. And yet there's nothing wrong with you or Goob being able to extract. Lewis says that they were in the wrong when they chose to extract. Like, I understand it's annoying, but we really weren't Going that slow, I'm being so for real right now. The Pebble was literally doing a good job at extracting. Sprout, be serious with me. Why can't you just accept the fact? We have an extractor, Pebble, like your bitch and moaning about this when really nobody asked. No fucking shit, Sherlock, we made the roll. But is distracting a real role? No, it is not. And if you can't survive without an distractor, then learn. Then the Sprout decides that he found another excuse. Because apparently we should have told them what roles we wanted to play as. But you never set requirements, so everyone did their own thing. I don't see why the shit had to tell you. You never set that requirement up. Like, stop saying it's only Pebble's fault, like I swear you said. Long run. Like you never told anyone the expectations expected from them. Other than the fact you want them to survive long. So it's not Pebble's fault. And before you say I'm glazing Pebble or something, I am. Because nobody needs to get bashed on for playing the game the way it's supposed to be played, and it's supposed to be played by having fun. If that's what makes them happy while playing, then why should you give a fuck? It's not messing with you. Like, they could have just left to start a new run, but they didn't. So they obviously don't care enough to leave. And Pebble didn't grief at all during this run. So they legit were just playing the game, just trying to join a run. So yeah, I'm gonna glaze, but then again, I'm not wrong, am I? To prove my point, I say if a shrimpo joined the run it would be worse. Right? Then they legit started saying random shit about Pebble being a baby. Pebble was not talking. Pebble was just taking the hits. To be honest, respect to that. But I still wanted them to get over it. Like, stop being so cocky and leave if it's that annoying. Now I don't know what Sprout was doing here, but they started saying some random shit to Pebble which was obviously directed towards me. This is when Pebble started to talk more. Again, even though I was really mad right now, I still can't fall for the rage bait, so I'll just have to grin and bear it. Because getting mad back was not going to help, it would only make things worse. Then Goob decided that they want to add wood to the fire, and said, shut up, Finn, like, no, I won't be quiet, you act like saying that was gonna do anything. This when Pebble talks, they were being calm about it too. Although sadly Sprout and Goob can't shut up for a second. Liar. I'm literally the only person in this run who is defending Pebble, and Pebble barely speaks. So how the fuck are we ganging up on you? Also, nobody gives a shit that it's your run past this point. Like it's a public run, what did you expect? Not rainbows and sunshine, that's for sure. Pebble backs me up here and says Sprout wasn't listening to what I said earlier. State the requirements of the run, it's not hard. I tells them to join a private run next time. Because it's common sense, like once again nobody else cares. Sprout, can you just get over it? It's been 11 fucking floors, when are you gonna get over it? When are we going to stop fighting? Like, this is a team. Fighting should be beyond us, and yet you can't stop. I've told you 10 plus times now that just let them extract, it's not going to kill you. This is when Goob say shut the fuck up, Finn, like, no. I'm not required to be quiet, especially if I'm in a run with people who can't shut up themselves. If you want someone else to follow your standards, be the example, and shut the fuck up. I asked Pebble if they're okay since it seemed like the only reasonable thing I've done all run. They said yeah, don't worry. Which made me a bit happier that they weren't affected by them. Goob, I was having a nice moment for a second there. Shut your bitch ass up. Like, no, Pebble is not a dog. And will never be one, so kindly stay quiet. This is where Pebble said they were on rec. I said I was too and didn't mind being in their video. I'm glad they were on rec as well, if I'm being honest. 3. Pebble was the nicest person I've met all day. All my runs were shit. I asked the question that needed to be asked a while ago. Are we done with this nonsense? Like, I think we are all over it. Goob, do you want to continue? Like, what do you mean, bro? Like, this shit shouldn't have made it past floor 5. And yet we dragged it to floor 12. Like, I think we should stop. Exactly. V. Thank you. Gosh. Even though we were done with the whole thing, they were still mad about it, and whenever I asked them something, no one answered. But we made it to floor 21. Me, Pebble, and Yada survived the longest. Other than that, the rest of it went smoothly, and what happened afterwards is a mystery. If you like content like this, then like and subscribe. I have a feeling it may get better or worse depending on how far I go. Anyway, see you next time. RevJ out.